be the last video in the assembly or the pattern of the row along. And what this will be doing are the borders. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to do two. The first one is going to be 1.5 inches wide, and I've cut 5 strips from width of fabric. You can also trim them down from a jelly roll, which might make it a little bit easier for you. So what I will do is I'll take one of them that's width of fabric, and I will cut it in half, and I will join it to 2. So I'll cut it in half here, and then I will join each end to another one, doing where you sew from corner to corner and flip it over. So let me go ahead and do that, and those will be used on the long sides of the border. Okay, so now we're going to work on the outside border and I'm going to add a little bit of an artistic flair to it. That's, as you know, is just my style. So if you're willing to do the same thing, what you will need are 8 flying geese that are 2.5 by 1.5, and then you will take them in groups of 4 and sew them together so they look like that. So you'll end up with 2 of these. So these other 4 I will join together, and then when I did join them, I've shown you this trick before with right side or with the right sides together. I flip it over and I'll stitch it on the side where the point is, but I will actually put a dot of glue along here and pin it just to make sure it doesn't move. This helps me maintain some nice points. So let me go ahead, I'll make the other set, and then I'll show you what we do next. Okay, I put the flying geese sets aside for now, and we're going to work on the top and the bottom outside border, and they're basically the same. So what I've done is I've measured from edge to edge, and then for my center part of the border, I'm going to use this darker blue for grunge. And then on each end, I'm going to put a 2.5 inch HST with the dark facing towards the outside this way on the left-hand side, and then I'll face the opposite on the other side. So I'll go ahead and I'll join those here, and at the other end with a 1/4 inch seam, I'll press it to the dark side, and then I will join it to the top. I'll also do that on the bottom, and then I'll show you what comes next. So this is the top. I'm just showing you that I've got it sewn. I've just folded it over so it all show in this view. So the HST on the left hand side is facing towards the sky and up, and then on the right it's opposite. So on the bottom, I'm actually going to switch out the oranges for a blue. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you what we do next. So just showing you the bottom, again using the darker grunge, and then the blue and the white HSTs in the corner, and they're both facing out. So next we'll tackle the sides, and I will just organize that and show you what I'm up to. Okay, to finish off the outer borders, we next need to do the 2 sides. So taking the sets of flying geese, the 4 that we joined together, I'm going to place them like this, and this is where the fish are pointing on the outside on this side, and then on the other left hand side it's facing the other. So I'm going to put it around there, and this is just going to mimic bubbles coming out of the fish's mouth. And then I will join the darker grunge again below and above like that, and then going up to the corners where I have the orange, it's going to look like this, and then the blue corners you'll swap it out for the blue. So I'll go ahead and do one side, and then I'll show you what it looks like. I'm not going to give you the measurements for this because each one of us has a slightly different 1/4 inch, But what I will tell you is when you're joining this, you want to make sure it's even here. You'll be joining these together, and then a strip of your darker border, and then go down as far as you want, and then joining your set of flying geese, and then you continue all the way down, ending with the blue corners. This will take me a little bit because I will be cutting this up as I go along. In the final pattern, if you'd like a copy, I will have my measurements there. So let me go ahead and do this, and then I'll show you what it looks like. And here it is with the borders on it. It measures about 46 by 59. You can certainly alter the size, as I've said, by adding or subtracting rows or blocks. I hope you like the bubbles that I added to the border, and I will put the dimensions in the video description. I really enjoyed doing this row along, and I hope you did too. So till next time, sew safely and sew with Debee. And please, please, please like, share, comment. I like all that fun stuff because it keeps me going. Until next time, have a great day. Bye for now.